BPA King of TV Bowling, brought to you by Pepsi, the ultimate taste. Jeff Weiler, Eastgate Auto Mall, your one-stop shopping center. Affordable Chiropractic, the official BPA back care specialist. And by Ribs King Barbecue Sauce, a Cincinnati original.
BPA King of TV Bowling. We are at Hyde's Lane, Cheviot, Ohio.
Americans who die each year. This is Mike Adams, who had a 7.04 to qualify. This guy throws it great.
Fabulous ball, but a terrible break to start the match out with. Actually only missing by just a fraction, but winding up with a 3-7 split.
David, I noticed both players are playing the very extreme outside part of the lane, and it looks like if they get it out too far, it just doesn't want to come back.
No.
As I said, Elijah Freeman coming up here, age 22, lives in the Avondale area. Throws a black pro hook or a green torque. This would be the pro hook. Throws it very well.
You'll hear it thumping over the thumb hole in the last couple of revolutions. Now, some people that drives them crazy, but quite frankly, if you can strike with it, don't let it bother you. It just means that your weights in your ball are not quite perfect.
I really don't believe in practice he was doing that, though, Dave, so maybe he just may be a little bit tense.
Yeah, you can see the track on it as well. He tracks very close and chops the spare. Both players starting off with, I think, TV jitters, Jen.
Well, and it's going to make the match even still. So they have plenty of time to get loose. 677. What a great score. As we said, first time on TV. High game 289, so we know he can throw some strikes. It's a very good arm swing.
Nice high backswing. Perfect shot. Absolutely. That's the way you want to do it.
Mike Adams. We've seen Mike before. Age 28, married to Bobby Joe, lives on Apple Tree Lane in Erlanger, Kentucky. Getting it wide. This time he's going to make a good comeback. Wow.
The scout off the wall does half of its job, taking out the 7-pin late.
704. Wow, boy, these are really some great scores for the 189 and under division. 277 is Mike's high game. Across the lane.
Look out. You can't do that.
Ouch.
Well, we say it all the time, whether it's King Bowling or whether it's open play or in your league or tournament, you just cannot miss single pin spares.
We are at Hyde's Lanes this morning, and it really looks great. However, this is our Glenmore qualifier. Les Horseman, the owner over there. Great, great bowling family.
You got that right. The Horsemans have been in the game for as long as I can remember. And as a matter of fact, that was my very first league ever. Was then it was called something else, but Glenmore Bowl. Taking very little time. Right-hand lane. Throwing a great shot there. That was beautiful.
I've never seen this guy bowl before, but he really throws it firm.
And a proper selection of equipment. Watch his cupped release right here at the bottom of the swing. Right there, he gets around the ball and threw it very strongly. End over end roll. 1-3 pocket filled up. 10 in a pit. Every pin doing its job.
That was perfect.
As perfect as we could hope. Oop, that's wide. Holy cow.
Oh, boy.
Hi, Joe, I think he's discovered some area out there.
Tell you, if anything will get you loose, that'll do it right there. Throwing two great shots in a row. Mike's going to have to get on track right now.
That's more better.
All right, shake them out.
My poor English teacher. She'd roll over if she could hear me today. Watch this from the floor, folks. What a great shot. Around the ball, good rotation on it. Head pin, center of your screen, going to go to the right-hand side. There it goes, comes off the wall, does about a double flip and goes over the top, but all of the pins are down. Looks good again.
Wow, we have a great match going on here. And
Great.
We also have some very special guests today that we're going to get to here in a little bit. I'd like to even get a small interview with him if I could. Jeff Weiler brought out his lovely daughter today. See if we can't check them out. Maybe we can find out about some of those great deals he's got going on out there at the Eastgate Auto Mall. There you go. They're going to discuss the bowling shot here.
Jeff, of course, you've seen him on many, many car commercials and running the mall that he has. We've several of the crew gone out and visited with him, and he treats us no differently than he does the rest of the public, and we came away with some fabulous deals.
You betcha. My little brother, Chris Hoinke, went out and got a Mitsubishi from him. And today he's brought out a Mazda 626, and it is really hot.
Is that what's on the line for a 300?
Yes.
Oh. Give me my shoes.
You're right.
That one's going wide, but he got it in the oil early.
Mm-hmm.
And not getting the desired result to get back.
Elijah started bowling at the age of 5. Boy, that is really young. What a great story, starting out at 5. He's only 22. And he's so poised.
He looks cool going after this 4-pin spare. Conversion, and he makes it kind of an off-the-wall way. Ben, we'll be right back after a couple of words from our sponsors. Don't you go away, because we've got...
Wow, we have a great match going on here. Elijah Freeman is ahead by 8 pins over Mike Adams. We are at Hyde's Lanes, and we have some really great scoring units, AMF AccuScore here. Chris Lacita's showing us how to do it. It's really pretty simple. Look at that. Isn't that neat?
It's actually easier than programming your VCR.
Well, anything's easier than that. It's that 12 o'clock that keeps on flashing. It's really starting to get to me.
Yeah, well, I'll have one of the technicians come over and straighten that out for you. A mixing strike, but that's actually the shot that's been keeping him in the match. Hit him light, let him fight, and all that good stuff. But it comes down to trust is a must, Jen.
Hey, Mike Adams got 4 in a row, so Elijah Freeman better get going here because Mike is on fire.
Fire, baby, on fire. Look out. Oh, it kicked out to 7. I thought it got in the oil early, but it whacked that 7 right out of there, and he is on a roll.
It's kind of neat. The AMF scorers say he's got a 5-bagger.
Watch this if you can real quickly. The left side of your screen, you're going to see the 7-pin go out late right there. Nudges it out.
Elijah going high that time.
High, but breaking down the split, Jen, leaving only the 610 to bring back. But you know, last night, or Thursday night league, I chopped this twice. I can't remember where I've chopped it twice in the same year.
Is that right?
Chopping the 6 off of the 10 is possible. Not that way, though.
Not if you cover both the pins with the ball. Piece of cake.
Yeah, you say that now. I wish you would have been there Thursday.
Match number 1, Mike Adams taking control of this match with 3 frames to go.
18 pins. We've got a few frames to go yet. 3 to be exact. That's wide, but it looks like it might come back. Go this way.
You know, that proves, David, that really the pins are actually 12 inches apart, and when you think it's going to hit it, it's really further back there, that sleeper is, than you think.
Watch it here. The head pin goes to the wall, comes back. There's a little mixing action, and that's the 8-pin coming at you, but just missing, yes.
That always does amaze me. How far those pins really are apart. When you talk about chopping it, you can see why it's possible.
Absolutely.
If you have an opportunity to go to your local BPA center and ask them, maybe they'll take you down there and check out the back of the lanes. It's really pretty neat.
A lot goes on back there, and we've got some tape in the truck of some shots where we set one of our cameramen where no cameraman has ever gone before.
Oh boy, what a beautiful girl. Julie Bristow, the oldest of Jeff Weiler's 4 children. Do you think she drove the Mazda 626 out this morning?
Well, if she did, and we give it away, I volunteer to drive her home.
Julie is married. That is Julie Bristow, Dave. As are you.
Just being a gentleman. That's...
She is beautiful. Oh, boy, bad break there. Wow.
Unbelievable. What a scout. But the Helen Keller scout.
That's right.
Watch this, folks. Head pin's going to go to the right-hand side of your screen. Right here. Comes off the wall, comes shooting across like a missile, and misses the 7-pin.
Mike using that hard surface ball to go across alley at the spare. Dave, I understand that ball is actually 12 pounds, and he throws a 16-pounder for his strike ball.
Say what?
12 pounds. Plastic ball for cross alley spares.
Well, that's interesting. I've got to... I better go down there and start checking the equipment in between frames. A great shot, but a lousy break on the 10. Good shot.
I'll tell you, Elijah really has a pretty loose arm swing, and I'd venture to say that he's going to, just being age 22, get much better in the years to come.
He looks real good to me, and a good roll on the ball. What's his average, Jen?
Oh, I don't know, about 188?
Somewhere, yeah.
184.
184? Well, okay. That average can be improved upon easily if he gets out and practice, but you've got to make the single pin spares. I want to stress it to everyone at home. When you go bowling and you're practicing, yes, it's fun to throw strikes. Do not hit the reset button.
Really?
You're paying for it. You might as well practice every spare you leave. Much better shot, and still...
10-pin. You talk about missing the single-pin spares. I can assure you Elijah did not miss too many when he shot 677 to qualify to make it here to TV today.
He absolutely needed this to stay in the match. The 6-pin, the culprit, going around the 10, and you cannot fault him. He threw the ball right where it had to be. And he brings this one back.
He wanted to prove to us that he knows how to make the 10-pin.
With a strike in the fill ball, he can go 187 already. 187 is posted in the 8th frame for his competitor. So this match is over, and we're going to watch the last shot here. And then we're going to go to station break and get back into game number 2. Fantastic match. Everybody, you watched it. Good-looking games, and we'll be back for match number 2 after these words.
Yes, the crowd's having a great time, and we're glad you joined us. We're going to be looking at the next match for the 190 and over division. We're going to see Nienajadly against Steve Bruck, 2 fantastic bowlers. So let's check it out.
Match number 2, Stephen Bruck. Looks like he's got a pistol on his ball there. What kind of equipment is that, Jennifer? Is that a new one?
I think it's a Bandit, maybe. Yeah, that's.
Well, let's not talk about what he does on his spare time. Let's, in case there's a warrant out for him.
Steve's really got some heavy roll on it, so he's going to be throwing some strikes for sure. His girlfriend, Darlene Johnson, what a great lady she is. There she is in the right, talking to his daughter, Jessica. She's 5.
And Lee, Nienajadly, been on several times this year. No stranger to television and no stranger to the strike zone.
Speaking of children, he has a son, Jeremy, who's very enthusiastic about his father's bowling. Says he's got a couple thousand trophies at home.
Like I said, I wouldn't want to dust all of those things, but again, I want to thank all of our sponsors that are responsible for having us back. Hudipole, making those great products that you and I both like, along with the new trade winds, which is just making a fantastic dent in the market. What a great strike on that ball.
Boy, that really was. He's pretty loose. He's been on TV before. Yeah, that's definitely a Bandit that Steve Bruck is throwing.
Oh, okay, the equipment. I thought you were talking about his pastime. Well, the Bandit seems to be reacting pretty well, but Lee is not intimidated, starting the match off with a double. Also a double.
There's Darlene Johnson and his daughter Jessica. Look at that big smile. Look, Daddy got a strike. Age 39, averaging 215. He bowls at 2 BPA Fun Centers, Western Bowl, and also Stumps Lanes, averaging 215 and 208. Low and high.
300 games. Holy cow.
Started bowling at the age of 10.
There it is. There it is.
Cheering it on. Come on, Steve, she says.
Bring it home. There's a buddy of mine, Rick Pitcairn, and his son, Rick. Can't call him Ricky anymore since he's like 6'4", 200 pounds. I wouldn't dare say that.
Really?
Rick's moved to Utah and has racked up quite a few titles out there.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's
bowling?
Yeah.
Or skiing?
Believe it or not, bowling.
Oh, Lee feels so dejected.
What a bad break on the 7. Throws a great shot, comes up empty. Watch the head pin, center your screen, go to the right-hand wall, come off. It's supposed to take it out, is it? Munoz would have missed that block. Oh, he's not playing for us anymore. That's right, I forgot.
Lee bowls out at Suburban Bowl. One of Lee Gann's league bowlers.
Cannot miss the single pin spares.
Lee's no stranger to 300s either. He has 5. That's incredible. Came in 4th place in a PBA regional, qualified with a 749. As we said, his 3rd time on TV.
226 average. Whoa, that's up in the stratosphere. And so is that ball. Nice mixing, turning action, keeping the pins low and reacting very, very well. Jennifer, I'm going to miss this. Here we are, our last week of regular qualifying. Next week we're going to have the finalist, and that tournament is going to feature the best of the best.
They actually qualified for it this weekend, so I know there's some great scores to be had, and it's going to be some heavy-duty action.
Well, Steve motioning there, as you see it, his arm across his body. If you're going to go with a mistake, folks, go with your hand more to the right. Give it at least a chance to hook back. But if you pull it up into the beak, you're going to leave something like that pesky little 4-pin.
Boy, Steve has some great accomplishments. Winner of the 1993 Ohio Masters out of 264 bowlers. He also won the Ohio State qualifier for the 1993 U.S. Open.
Yes, Steve, there is oil in the middle of the lane, and you found all of it.
Oops.
But you know what, though? I bet he doesn't do that again. And Jennifer, I don't know about your format in match play competition, but if I've only got 4 balls, I'm still going to use one of them to go across lane to test the oil for a spare.
For sure. Wow, that was awesome.
Awesome. Can't even begin to describe this shot. 5-pin is going to be center your screen, second one back. Watch the ball as it enters the 1-3 pocket. Now keep your eyes on the ball. Second, now that ball right there, the one that hits, whacks out the 7, and a scout going across was the head pin. Nothing could have lived through that. Not even a cockroach.
Not even. Oh, he's going to get a scout of his own. Yes.
Well, hey, Lee, we're going to take those.
He's laughing. Everybody's laughing. We're having a great time this morning.
No, everybody's loose. That is the head pin again. The guy that's going to do the job, he's going to come over and just kind of gently say, hey, psst, psst, you're supposed to be out of here.
This is a competition of scouts. Who's going to get the championship patch?
Well, that was a very polite scout.
It was.
Bruck's scout was not subtle at all. Going high, leaving the quick 8, the 6-pin. Should be an easy spare for Lee.
Again, everybody checking out the action. Lee Gann, owner of Suburban Bowl, came out here this morning to check out the action, as he always does. What a great proprietor. He represents his Suburban Bowl and the BPA so well.
It was quite a drive for him, too, to be here. I was joking with him when he came in this morning. I said, had to take a motel room to stay. We will be back, and you won't need a motel room at all, because 2 and 2. We'll see you for match number 2. Steve Bruck leads by 2 pins, and we're halfway through match number 2. Halfway home. Steve Bruck throwing a Bandit, and he was just robbed.
Yeah. That ball was not really going in at a very good angle, so needless to say.
Got the ball in the
8-10.
Right.
Commercial break, it makes it a little hard to be fluent and and loose.
Ball got in the oil early and never quite turned over the way it should have. Therefore, leaving the 8-10 and wisely taking the 1 pin because this match is very close and that 1 pin could make a big difference.
I talked about Steve's titles. Boy, you can just add them all up. 1989 Hoikey Classic Mixed Doubles Champion. He says he shot 269 in the finals of the Ohio Masters to win by 8 pins. How's that for a great finals in the Ohio Masters?
Well, that's great finals, but it's no greater than our match here on King of Bowling. I think it was last week we had, for the Kingship, a couple of 260 games coming down to the wire, Jen.
Yeah, we've just had some fantastic bowling and some real highlights this year.
Let's see if we got a heel toe or a slider. More of a slide than a heel toe. Excellent
Great shot, really.
The release on that one was the key. The arm swing going out to the left. Nice and loose and open. Watch his arm swing after the footwork. Heel toe, now. Arm swing goes out to the left, as you can see, nice and free and easy. The result, 10 in the pit, every pin doing its job.
Lee, married to Annette for 10 years. As I said, they have a son, Jeremy. What a doll. 7 years old. As I said, very enthusiastic about his father's bowling.
There you
Another
go.
Scout, yes. He's boxing now. Let's go.
Sure, he's pumped up. It's a tight match, Jennifer, and this is the type of bowling we're used to watching here on BPA King of Bowling every Sunday. Head pin, center your screen again, goes to the right-hand wall, comes off, and just hacksaws the 7 out.
I am really amazed how Lee is sending those pins left to right. Much better shot from the 8-10 before on lane 6, this time leaving a ring 10.
If you want to see why a 10 pin is left, you can watch the second one from the right-hand side of your screen, the 6 pin. Now watch what it does. It goes around the 10, drops into the pit. Its assignment is to take the 10 pin out. Didn't do its job.
We saw our Montgomery Inn pin sweep there on lane 6 today at Hyde's Lanes. Down there the other night, I'm telling you, I had a great meal. Linnea was our waitress.
Linnea?
Linnea. Was she funny and nice and gave us great service? I'm telling you.
Always give
saw
great
Mr.
service.
Gregory, introduced myself. He was everything everybody said.
Does he wear that crown?
No, but he doesn't have to. It just follows him. It's sort of like a halo that goes around. Ted Gregory, what a great place and what a happening place it is. You see people and it's fun and great food.
Steve.
They're having fun. Check this out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
What in the world?
This is so great being on King of TV Bowling.
You can knit and watch bowling too. Amazing. 20 pins, the difference. Lee looking good on this shot. And then
this time no scout, huh?
Week 7, yes. Mike Sells, of course, providing the snacks week to week to week, and you can buy those snacks at your local grocers and at your most of your BPA fun centers around the city. Mike Sells, a great snack to have.
And they don't just do potato chips.
When you have to have a snack. They do all
that good stuff. It's extensive, the amount of stuff they have.
What's that thing that my kids brought home the other day? It's a popcorn the size of my fist almost. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't, but I will check it out.
Unbelievable. My kids find more stuff on the shelves at the grocery store. They're worse than I am when they go.
Mike Sells, thank you so much for sponsoring us this year.
Lee, Nienajadly, leads by 19 pins going into the 10th frame. It's not over yet. Let's see what happens.
Wow, he sat down on that one. Wow. He said, get down on it. Yeah. Great shot. He says, come on, come on. One more, be there.
Okay, great match so far. Lee, Nienajadly, bowled absolutely phenomenal. He needs one more strike to shut out Steve Bruck, and that is within his power.
He could strike out for a 224. Steve has 155 in the 8th with a strike posted in the 9th. Indeed, he can shut him out right here.
What?
Wow.
You actually need a strike to win. You throw a career shot. And what he had to show for it? A solid 7. Watch it here. From the left-hand side of your screen, the 4-pin, second one from the left. Watch it there. Go right around the belly of the 7.
That was truly a bad break. Well, now we get to check out Steve Bruck. We know he's a pressure bowler. He's been there countless number of times.
Jennifer, this is what everybody tunes in to see. Steve Bruck, a veteran of many, many years of BPA King of Bowling, needs 3 strikes in the 10th frame to win by 1 pin.
Wow.
Need them all, or the party is over. Gotta have this one.
It's in the area. Yes. Beautiful. He is so cool.
Absolutely fantastic pressure situation, and he just reaches back for a little extra and just rips him out of there.
You can cut the pressure with a knife in here. Everybody's looking on with great intent.
And that man looking on with great intent, wondering what else could I have done. And quite frankly, Lee, you missed a single pin spare, and that could spell your doom. But it's got to be this.
Got to have it. Ah, week 10. Boy, what a great effort by Steve Bruck. A great, great match.
Yep, a good content. Look at him too, shaking his head. He knows that Steve threw a great shot there. Little bit too much in the oil and not getting the 10 out. But Lee, Nienajadly, the winner of match number 2, will go on to meet our king. Good sportsmanship here on the King of Bowling. Don't go away. Our sponsors want to have a couple of your moments, so stay right there for match number 3. We'll be back. The current king, Sean Martin. What a performance he gave us last week. He will be facing the challenger, Lee Nienajadly, in the championship match, match number 3. But right now we've got somebody very special to talk to up in the broadcast booth, Julie.
Yeah, indeed we do. Julie Bristow, daughter of Jeff Weiler. You have a great family and a great dad, and you brought us a great car today, didn't you?
Yeah, we brought you a Mazda 626 waiting for someone to bowl a 300.
Well, you're gorgeous. Your dad did very well.
Thank you.
Let's check out some good scores here. Let's give that Mazda 626 away.
There's
Jeff.
Yeah, more power. Have a family R? That's right. Yeah, we have a little fun back here, Julie.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fun.
And on
Have you ever bowled? Casually?
Broken 100.
Oh, well, we're going to have to give you some lessons here. What do you say?
I think we could get you up to 110, 120, and probably 2 or 3 Huties.
Now, your dad's a really great golfer. Do you golf?
I don't golf.
You don't golf. Well, you know how to do advertising for your dad. I understand that's your job out there.
Look out. Oh! Well, Julie, it's been a pleasure having Jeff Weiler Dealer Group as part of BPA King. It's been a tradition in this city for 30 years, and we are very, very happy to have you as part of our group of sponsors, so thank you.
Well, you're welcome. We've really enjoyed sponsoring you this season, and hope that it continues.
Me too.
Yeah.
And he hopes, Lee hopes that continues. The 7-pin going out late, and the desired result, a strike, of course.
Do you think the lady doing the crocheting is Lee's mother or something? Because it seems like she takes a rest every time Lee gets up to bowl.
Well, I'm not sure. We get all kinds here at the bowling establishments. You just, you got to do what feels right, you know? That's wide.
Oh, and got a
Look,
great
and it gets
kick.
back.
Yeah, I think we're right. Yeah, it definitely is some sort
There
of
is
relative.
some sort of connection there. Watch the 7-pin on this one if we can. Going out late. The 4-pin, second pin from the left-hand side of your screen is going to go to the wall right now. Kicks off and does a crossbody back. Hey, you're out of here.
We're going to scare Julie away, Dave.
Well, I tell you what, on the working shot, as you noticed at home, I wasn't in the shot. They wouldn't let me that close to 2 beautiful women at the same time. I'm not sure why that was, but so be it.
But you did a fine job introducing.
I try to behave myself here, quite frankly. Sean Martin trails by 10 pins up on the left-hand lane. And what is it? Ooh, the 5-pin.
Sean's definitely growling this morning.
The 5-pin, the last pin to go out, the ball barely touches it. Watch it here as it goes through the pocket. Folks, keep your eyes on the ball. Don't look at anything else the ball goes through. It deflects to the right. Now watch it just barely touch the 5. Ever so slightly. Lee, Nienajadly, right-hand lane, answers with a perfect shot.
That's remarkable, Dave. He either has a scout going after the 7 or it's ring. There's no in between.
I hate it when that happens.
That's a hard decision to make.
Really?
Melody Evans back there over to your right having fun.
Yeah.
Fun with her girlfriends. That is Sean Martin's girlfriend, Melody Evans.
Well, we have fun back here. They're allowed to have fun over there. Even that gum will work out, huh?
Melody's a great bowler. She subs with us every now and then on Tuesday nights. Great bowler.
Julie, I'm going to put you on the spot. You guys handle almost every car built in the world. What's your favorite?
What's my favorite? That's a tough one. I'm biased. I am an import kind of person. Yeah, I kind of stick to the Mazdas, Nissans, and Mitsubishis. But I'm with her.
What's the one your brother bought? The Mitsubishi?
The 3000.
3000
yeah,
GT. Yeah,
bought the big boy.
That's a great car. Next summer they're coming out with the convertible 3000.
Oh, I know. My brother already wants to come trade in with you guys.
That's a sharp car.
I know.
Cross lane for the 7-pin, making it easily. Now, if you have an extra one of those that you want somebody to just drive around town, Julie, and
we'll
just kind of average. Yep, that's all I can do is ask.
That's right.
What do you drive, Julie?
I drive a Mitsubishi Galant.
Okay.
That was our
classy car for a classy lady, all right.
Absolutely. There we go. The desired result, 10-pin kicks out late, and Sean Martin is getting pumped and back into this game.
And we are having tons of fun out here this morning. This is what it's all about, people getting involved, cheering their favorite on. And yours
gets
is
involved. That's right. Mine has always been Hootie.
It's never too early, is it?
You picked up on that, Julie. All right.
Well, the cameras make me nervous. Will you buy that?
Well, I don't know about that.
I don't think she's going to buy that one, Jen. No, Hudipole, a great sponsor, not only making my favorite product, Hudie Delight, and the Little Kings coming up with trade wins. And Sean Martin accumulating some impressive titles along the way and more to come. 26 years of age, a lot of time left in front of him. And it starts with making spares. Talked about my buddy Rick Pitcairn before, was in the audience. He had to make a quick exit. He moved to Logan, Utah, and won the city all events with 2107. City doubles champ with 1419. Get him back here in Cincinnati and get him on the King of Bowling. As a matter of fact, he knocked me off. I was 1 pin away from making this show about 5 years ago.
Is that right?
And he aced me out, that creep.
All right, way to go.
Yeah.
I need you back here, Dave.
Well, I would have loved him in bowling. I could have made a little bit more money down there. These guys are bowling for some heavy bucks.
They really are. $600. Finals coming up next week.
The big one.
Oh, that was a great shot there.
Lee's excited, and there goes the knitting. She's looking for a knitting. Yeah, Lee's finished, so go for the knitting needle, right?
I would venture to say that may keep her pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
The heck.
Sean Martin, right-hand lane, needs to strike. And when he needs a strike, he got that in the roll much, much too early. Too much skid. The ball never did get into a roll, leaving a difficult spare, the 2-4-5-8, Jen.
Yeah, not one of my favorites. It's definitely choppable, and if you don't come up, you can leave the sleeper. Or going away, you can also leave the sleeper, which would be the 8-pin. He's going to go straight at it, getting it out a little bit. Ooh, that's another way you can miss it. Forgot about that one.
Matter of fact, Jen, there's billions and billions of ways to miss a particular spare.
It is a very difficult spare.
You mentioned going down to the Boathouse the other week and having a good dinner. Ribs King, of course. You can find their products on the shelves of the local restaurants. Ribs King barbecue sauce. You can put it on almost anything and improve the flavor.
Wow.
Can't improve on that.
Left to right all the way. And Julie, what we mean by that is the pins were going left to right, so it cleared the deck for anything that was still standing. You had pins going in every direction. That wasn't hard for you to figure out, was it?
Yeah, I figured that one out.
The Mazda 626 Cameo White automatic transmission, power moonroof. Ooh, a moonroof. All right.
Now, does that mean that... No, that couldn't mean anything. Nienajadly throws a fantastic shot on this particular one. And watch the reaction. She's winding up. Come on, get up the hill. Get up the hill. Yes!
Oh, that's great.
What a wicked left cross. I do not want to get in her way. That's a takeout. Mike Tyson wouldn't have a chance against that left cross.
That's great. Family support in the game of bowling. That's what it's all about.
Lee leads by 25 pins at this point, and this could basically put it away. It is going to make it tough on Sean Martin, our reigning king, to retain his kingship into... Well, actually, losing this week means less than other weeks, since you don't get to come back for the finals anyway, Jen.
Mm-hmm. Julie, real quick, I understand that you are your daughter's oldest child.
My father's oldest
Your
child.
father's
Easy
You're
for
the
you
daughter.
to say.
He's the father.
Exactly.
Hey, you picked up on that. You knew what I meant. Way to cover me. You have brothers, sisters? Some of each?
Yeah, I have a brother in school at Miami University, and another brother that's 8 and a sister that's 9.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's a nice big family.
There's the
Dad.
proud father, yeah.
Is he as nice as he seems, Julie?
Well, I think he is.
But is he hard to work for? I also work for my father, and that can be a difficult situation.
No, actually, it's a great situation.
Is it
yeah,
good?
we have a good time and no problems at all.
He is indeed a great man.
Left-hand lane, Sean Martin. If he is going to do anything, it's got to be a strike. And it's got to be right now.
Wow. This guy is an ace.
That was kicking. Watch it, folks. Center your eyes on the second pin back in the middle of the screen, the 5 pin. Watch it go to the left, right here. You will never see a more powerful strike than that. And the head pin going from left to right on your television screen would have taken the 10 pin out, should it have stood. We have all kinds of possibilities here, but quite frankly, Lee is not going to be denied.
He has taken control late in the game and early in the game.
Nienajadly with a strike in the 9th frame at this point has basically sealed the fate of our reigning king, Sean Martin, and this match is basically over. But boy, the last couple of weeks, we've had some great matches.
Hey, Dave, Sean Martin does something that I think is pretty unique. When he needs a strike to win, you know what he does?
What's that?
Thinks of his favorite song. I think that's a good thing. A lot of people listen to music as they're bowling in competition.
That's right, dude.
We know you love your music. You've got your own special tape that we play here.
Yeah, they've caught me doing the moonwalk back here once or twice. Not as graceful as I used to be, but we still give it a whirl. Potential 268. What do you think, Jen?
Boy, he's just bowled fantastic. I don't see why he shouldn't finish it out in style now.
I'm going to hire someone to knit while I bowl from now on, and maybe that'll improve my chances of winning. What'd she say?
Jeremy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Was I talking too loud?
But it's so exciting, Grandma.
I'm sorry. Oh, I've just been corrected. The folks in the truck have just corrected me. She's not knitting. She's crocheting.
Oh, pardon moi.
Excuse me. Jeez. Are we getting nitpicky around here or what?
Nitpicky, right. Pardon the pun. Please, pardon. Sean Martin, he's going to show that he has some strikes of his own. He can actually go out for 223 here.
223 will not be enough to best a 268, but what a match we've had last week, this week. There's one happy king.
It's a great
Julie,
color ball.
It was what?
It's a great color ball.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
That's the Piranha.
Affordable Chiropractic, another one of our sponsors we would very much like to thank, and y'all get out and see them. Hopefully you're real healthy and don't need to, but if you do, they are the ones to go see. And Pizza Hut, of course, serving us pizzas weekly that Jen and I never get.
Never makes it here, does it?
Well, I've made provisions for later. We will have pizza, trust me.
Hey, Julie, thanks a lot for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having
You're
me.
a beautiful girl. You have a lucky husband.
Thanks.
And we are out of here. Week number 11 is in the can. We're done, and we will see you back here in just a few minutes. Wow, what a great game. Wants the kingship, and he takes it away. Brilliant shots, one right after the other. 268, the final score, winning the king title. Does he like it? You bet he does. And who delivers the knockout punch here? Was it Lee? No, it's his mom. Competition is out of here. Lee Nienajadly, our 1994 King of TV Bowling. Kathy, it's been a fabulous season. We were away for 2 years. We came back. Everybody was a little bit hesitant as to what might happen, but quite frankly, the tournament was a brilliant success because of you.
No, because of the bowlers. We were up over 1,500 bowlers this year. We had over 2,200 of the 190 and above and 1,587 of the 189. So I'd like to thank all the bowlers for coming out and supporting it this year for the first time. Being off the air for 2 years makes a big difference.
Absolutely. The bowlers, we thank you, of course, for coming out. But again, without you and your crew, none of this could happen.
I have a wonderful crew. We have like 5 or 6 girls. We have Betty from the office. And then we have a lot of different housewives, my helpers. We have Donna and Laura and Peggy and Ann. And I'd like to thank all of them for coming and helping me every week.
Well, and the proprietors have a very competent person doing all the paper deeds back at the office. Congratulations, you did a super job. Week 11, we're done with our regular season, and next week is the finals. But we've got some money to give away here. Jennifer, what do you think?
Yeah, we had some great action today. People here. Kathy, you said it. Betty from the office, Betty, assistant secretary. You do a great job. Mike Adams, 189 under winner today. Boy, that was some great bowling. You were down early, but you brought it back. What happened?
I just kept trying to throw a clean shot, and hopefully it carried. And it did, finally.
You got that double, and it led to 4 more, 6 in a row to win $500 today. Betty, you've got the plaque from Tri-State Bowling Supply. And another great champion today, Lee Nienajadly. Lee Gann, who's the proprietor out at Suburban Bowl, is going to give out the money, $600, gladly to Lee. Congratulations. Lee, you threw some really good shots today. Threw some great shots, and it was a great performance, and you've been a great champion, and I understand your son Jeremy's very, very proud of you.
Yes, he is.
Lee, I just wanted to ask you a couple of things there in the 10th frame. The match was basically over, but you really performed each and every ball like this is it.
Yes, I had to. It's just that I got to take it one ball at a time, otherwise I lose my concentration, my focus, and everything. And so that's what I try to do, and that's helps me be a good bowler.
Well, we've alluded to it several times in the matches that it's a game of 12 frames, and you have to take each and every frame one step at a time. And you're probably the prime example. Matches in the bag, but yet you're out there working real hard.
Yes, I have to. It's the way I try to be. I try to be very competitive when I bowl, and I just do my best all the time.
Well, I'm sure we're going to see you soon in other things, and more titles accruing on your list of accomplishments. And whatever your mom's knitting back there, knitting, crocheting, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to be correct about that anyway.
It's an Afghan, by the way.
Okay. Cincinnati, you have been great. We're glad to be back. All the sponsors, we thank you. Week number 11 is in the bag, but next week, we will have some finalists for you. All the bowlers that you've seen here on King of Bowling for the last 11 weeks have competed, and you will be seeing the best of the best, not only in the West, but in all of Cincinnati. Tri-State, we thank you for tuning in. Make sure you don't miss next week's show here on Channel 9, where 9 stands for news, but 9 on Sunday stands for BPA King of Bowling. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week right here